Hey folks, Sam here. 2 weeks been here, getting ready to head back to North Dakota. Probably show you some of the little projects we did while I was home. We're in a major drought here in Wisconsin. Pond, as you can see, is pretty low. But you go out there, we still got over 12 foot of water. We were going to work on the beach area, but we got all tied up with other shit. It's pretty cool. We got turtles finally. We got tadpoles, things like that. We used a lot of water while I was home to irrigate, and that's what we got the pond for. Let me show you some of the stuff. We irrigated all of the trees. Catalpa tree. When I planted this tree this spring, it was probably that tall. And then when I got here 2 weeks ago, it was this tall. And this is what it's grown in 2 weeks. You can see we got the buckets. I'll show you my setup. But all we did is we got 2 1/8-inch holes there. Put some rocks in it. Set it back a little ways, and we can drive around, fill up the bucket, and you ain't got to stand there and hold the hose to give them 5 gallons of water. You just fill up the bucket and away you go. Got the beach sand. I did a little bit, but it's kind of hard. The water muddies up really bad when you're in there with the skid loader. And I didn't have a whole lot of help with leveling it out, so that didn't go as planned. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get like 3 more loads. Then I'll cover it with a black tarp. And then this winter, when all of that freezes, I'll be able to go right on top of the ice and put it out and spread it out really nice. So here's what we set up for irrigation and for watering the trees. It's been pretty simple, and it's actually worked out pretty freaking amazing. So we got 300-gallon tank. We got it hooked up to a little 1-inch Honda pump, and we just necked it down, and we have 2 hoses. So you can just drive by the trees and the pump's running, and you can fill the buckets up. You just disconnect that there, hook that blue hose on there, pumps out, and it's good. This is just a little trash pump from Harbor Freight, 2-inch. And it pushes water all the way up there. So, but we had 3-inch hose. We hooked that up till we ran out, and then we hooked it to 2-inch hose and necked it down in a 1-inch hose. And I'll take you up there and show you that. But you can see trees in the tubes are doing freaking amazing. Got light poles, putting up some solar lights around the pond. Kind of make it a little more friendly. We had a good time. Henry came out and rode his buggy a bunch and had a little bit of family time. Catalpa tree. You can see it growing like crazy. Bought a cheap ass pontoon boat. I paid like $600 for it. We're gonna tear that whole top off. We got deck boards. We're gonna put it on. We'll put it right there. Put a little ramp out to it. And then that'll be the dock for the kids to jump off of, and me and the wife to come sit down here and reminisce. Anyways, let's go up here and show you the irrigation system I have set up. Some things I learned. So the bucket deal, the tubes, if you're planting trees, don't fuck around. Get the tubes. Worth it. I think they're like $250, $350. I don't know how much they were, but they're worth every dime. So don't fuck around. If you're planting trees, get the tubes. Do the 5-gallon bucket deal. Just drill the holes. We started out with 2 16-inch holes. They will plug up. So we went to 2 1/8-inch holes, and that seemed to drain everything but maybe 1 or 2 buckets. So we were gonna plant switchgrass on this trail, but now the wife wants to build a house right there, so we're gonna hold off on that. Probably have to, hang on. Probably have to replant. Them are all chestnut trees. Everybody told me chestnuts were hard to grow. Tubes and buckets, I'm telling you, it's freaking crazy. Probably the trees that took the biggest beating in this drought were my cedar trees, which I'm okay with because it is what it is. You're just gonna have to accept the fact that there's no way I was gonna water 600 of them, and they were the sacrificial lambs. But anyways, so we went and bought these sprinklers, and this is all planted in switchgrass all the way to the woods, and then it goes down that way, so all along the edge. But yeah, we did 4 of them. And if you do 130-foot garden hose, you can do 4 things before you, 4 sets before you have to readjust the, like the 4-inch or the lay flat hose. Let's see, we got 4 garden hose things. So you can do 1. It's plenty. If you wanted to, you could have went twice as far. So you can get basically from about halfway there all the way to there without moving this hose. And that pump pushes the water plenty hard enough to make that happen. You can see her took a fucking beating. And anywho, let's go down and see what we did in the driveway. So the driveway, you can see it's black from the entrance right there all the way to there. They tore up the track at the high school, and it had this, it was blacktop, but it had this really rubbery substance in it, and it didn't break apart enough, and they were having trouble getting rid of it. And since it's just right over there, I said, I'll take it, because this was a big muddy spot. So now we got this in there. We're going to pack it down really good, and we'll put limestone from there. We'll bring it to here, and then that gets us halfway back to where the wife wants to build the house. So that was a day project. My buddy Jake Hendricks helped me with that. I probably couldn't have got it done as good as I did without his help, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's go over here to the great grandkids honey hole, Big Buck Central. This little spot that we set up for them. We ended up, I got all the wire for the maple trees. You can see things are going really good here. Trees are all going just great here. That's that big oak right over there. It's growing good. So we got 6-foot fence around the maple trees. Went and I had to order the 8-foot T-posts that are going to go in there. So we got the fencing up. We'll have to straighten the tree a little bit, and then we're going to get the 8-foot fence posts up in there. So that'll get done. Still a lot of work to do, but Epic Acres is fucking coming out epic. Big plans for this year, next year, hopefully to switch grass. We got rain forecast for tomorrow, which is Sunday, and Monday. And then I think Tuesday it's gonna warm up, be sunny. Wednesday, chance of rain. And then Friday, chance of rain. So we really need it, and that's about time perfect. Oh, and well, the water was down around the pond. I don't know how good it's gonna work, but we took in, I'll show you. Hang on. So our grass here kind of took a beating. Freaking killdeers. I mean, we got so many birds and stuff out here, it's freaking crazy. So anyways, we went in this. If you see here, we got all this tall rye and kind of a lot of weedy seeds in it. There's some thistle. It's just not very good shit. So what we did was we came and we had a bunch of that seed left over, and we planted it. You can see it. We planted it all along the whole edge, hoping it's going to come up, because in spots where there was some seed that had rolled in, grass is actually starting to grow. So that's it, folks. Probably not the most epic update, but a lot of work went into getting stuff done these past 2 weeks and getting stuff straight. And hopefully now the Corey and my uncle can keep up with the tree watering. We'll have hopefully some rain coming in. I got to do 2 more stretches of switchgrass that I want to try to get in this year yet. So I'm going to do them this afternoon. Steak and taters with the wife tonight. Get up tomorrow morning and haul ass back to North Dakota. Things are going good out there. I got a great group of guys. I think I'm going to be able to make it home a little bit more, so that's exciting. But anyways, see ya.